Hit next on the MARR Army Rock Show. Kind of been teasing this interview with you guys since last week. I played Chrystal's newest song for you last week. Well, it was the newest song then, but now there's a newer song. We've got Chrystal James with us. She's an artist from Maryland, a solo artist now, which I'm getting used to knowing her as. Chrystal, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much.
So it's
been an honor to be here.
Hey, the pleasure's all ours. And so this is really interesting. You know, I've been a fan of yours for a long time, going way back to your previous music. And recently, I came across your cover of Monsters and was kind of blown away by it. So tell me a little bit about what is that?
That was so fun. So a couple of years ago, I want to say, when Shinedown, I've always been a fan of Shinedown. I feel like they're one of those bands that, you know, they really get across with their lyrics, and I heard that song, and it really wasn't even, like, famous yet. It just came out, and I was like, wow, that's, like, really deep. I really like this song. So, you know, for the longest time, I struggled with it. I said, you know what, I really want to cover this song and see if I can do something and kind of make it my own. And so I pitched it to Tony Corelli, and he was all for it. You know, and I love his keys when he plays, and, you know, he's the original composer for Justify from Anoxia. So
yeah, great song, by the way.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, too. But he did such a great job. I mean, when he recomposed it, it was like, wow, it just blew me away. So it was a lot of fun.
You know, I feel like you're such a good vocalist. I got a lot of respect for anybody that ever covers a Brent Smith tune. Is he tough to cover?
God. You know what? I don't think so for me. I think he has a really good range. I've seen him live a couple times. His range is ridiculous, but I click with his, you know, his tone. So it's I don't know. I've always been a fan of Shinedown. Like, it's the way he writes is kind of like the way I write. I like to get that message across. So, you know, anytime I hear a new song by him, I'm like, wow, all the feels are there. But this one was special, so I definitely wanted to put my own spin on it.
Now, when you're arranging a tune like that, I mean, I know you said Tony, I guess, did Tony do the keyboard, like, arrangement to that? You did the vocals? Is that kind of how that works?
Yeah, I brought it to his attention. We tried to do it in the same tune, and then he's like, you know, he's always really cool to work with because he really just blindsides me all the time, and it's kind of a challenge, and I like that. So when he changed it, he changed the entire tuning and said, here, just sit with this for a while and let's see what we come up with, and I clicked with it almost immediately. So it was definitely, I mean, even doing the backing vocals for it, we always do those spare the moment. They're never planned out. And it just sat so well. It was just one of those songs that just came together so easily. There was barely any work.
Well, what a cool arrangement of it. And what I love about it is it's what kind of reintroduced me to your music. I don't know how I found it. I was just strolling around like I do on the internet, and I think some other people have been finding it the same way, and I was just like, oh, that's Chrystal. And then I was like, holy cow. So,
yeah, it's been a rocky road. You know, we transitioned from Anoxia to, after that ended, we started, me and my now husband, Corey James of Carbonstone, we started another band called Arenda Scars, and then we did, you know, we had a good, like, 2.5 year running, and then that kind of fell through, and just started doing my own little thing here and there, and this is what it is now, so it's fun.
So I'm going to get to the newest tune in a minute, but I played Heart of Stone for our audience last week, and first of all, it's a fantastic tune, and when I listened to it, so instantly my mind, when I heard that song, went to a movie soundtrack. I don't know why, but I can totally hear that in some kind of a movie.
I would love the opportunity to get that song in a movie. I had the same exact feeling from the very first day that TJ was my original guitar player from Anoxia. And he wrote that just spare the moment for, we were doing an acoustic show at Hard Rock Cafe for Matt Davis. And we come up short with songs. I mean, we're a hard rock band. We didn't really have any slow sit down jam songs. And TJ brought that to the table, and I just kind of put words to it. It spoke to me, and the other guys didn't even play. But they even got off the stage when we played that. So it had only been played out one time. And after everything was said and done, TJ had come to me and said, hey, what do you think about recording this song? And I said, okay, let's do it. And that's what we did.
So I got a feeling in just looking at your Facebook page that it's kind of a personal song to you. How much would you like to share? Do you want to share? Tell us what you can tell us about it.
So that song, I think that one was like at the end of the rope for everything that was going on. There was a lot of personal stuff going on before, I'm not really going to get, too much into that, but,
No.
there was a lot of personal stuff going on, and I think that song just kind of brought a lot of feelings to the surface, a lot of, like, self-awareness, growth, we're all spiritual people, we take our, journeys the way we want to take them, but I think that one for me was a really wake-up call. So I think that's where a lot of the emotion comes from.
So tell us a little bit about the making of the music video for that tune.
Oh, that was amazing. So believe it or not, that's my backyard.
That is hard to believe.
That's my backyard. So TJ got into videography. He stopped playing music. I mean, he does, here and there, but nothing, serious. So he got into videography, and he was doing weddings, and I pitched to him, like, hey, have you ever done a music video? Now, he did a music video for us for Renda Scars called Vital Sign. I don't know if you've delved into that yet, but so that turned out so great, and Corey and I were like, well, let's see what he can do with this one. And we had no location. We had no idea what we were going to do. And I just kind of decorated the backyard and said, I'm going to put my wedding dress on and we're just going to do this. And that's what happened. So, and the rain shot in that video was hilarious because Corey's up on like this 8-foot ladder and he's like, with this hose, and he's like, okay, we get one shot at this. So he got to squirt me with a hose, so that was great.
Well, it came out fantastic. Now,
Thank you.
I really do love the tune. And tell me about, so when we're going to talk about the new song in a minute, I know you as more of a hard rock, heavy metal kind of vocalist. And then how much do you have to change what you do as a singer to sing a song like Heart of Stone?
I think it really has to do with the kind of mood you're in. I have a lot of songs that nobody's even heard that, I mean, I delve in the piano a little bit, but I'm not no Tony Corelli. I kind of play and sing here and there, but I feel like, once you get out of that mood, you kind of like, okay, I need to do something else. Let's not be so dramatic all the time, and now I need something to do a little heavier, and I don't play guitar. So I kind of have to rely now on, I have my husband, and I also have Mr. Neely Johns, who write the guitar for me, and then I can kind of do what I need to do, and then go into the studio with it. But I don't feel like I have to change too much in my vocals. It's never been, like, super hard. I think it's harder for me to sing softer than it is for me to belt it out, because that's just who I am.
Yeah, I can totally see that with your style. You're listening to the MARR Army Rock Show. We are talking with Chrystal James, Maryland musician, and she has got a brand new single out, and we're going to play it for you right now on the Rock Show. This is Fail Me from Chrystal James, and don't go anywhere. We've got more of our conversation with Chrystal coming your way right after this tune on the MARR Army Rock Show. Here it is, fresh new music from Chrystal James. This is Fail Me.
To break apart from what they all deny.
Now, the tune we're featuring tonight, we're going to play the other two as well, by the way, but the tune we're talking about tonight is one I'm more familiar with your style, and it's a tune called Fail Me. So tell me a little bit about the tune, Fail Me, and what that tune's about, and a little bit more about it.
Okay, so my literal sense, I think, came out in this one. This is a little bit more literal lyric-wise than I'm used to writing. I've always told everybody the same thing, like, there really isn't something specific that it's about. I have this really weird way of writing music where I kind of let the song talk to me and let it bring out what it needs to kind of, fill that void. This one, I think I had a lot of suppressed anger, a lot of resentment, things of that nature, and I think that that's really where the root of the song came from. It's something that I've never done before either, so it's my son's favorite song right now. So.
Now
it's like, yeah, this is your F you song, Mom. I'm sorry.
Now, this is reminiscent of the genre that I became familiar with you as a singer with, and you mentioned this a little bit to me, but tell us a little bit again, for who are some of the musicians we hear on Fail Me again?
Okay, so it is my husband and Neely Johns. He's an original guitar player from Carbon Stone as well, and they've been, kind of jamming here and there, and because he's been doing his stuff solo as well, but still as Carbon Stone. So because I don't play guitar, that's what they do. They're like, hey, this has got you all over it. They, finish the track just like I'm used to from Anoxia back in the day. They say, here, do what you want with it, and I just kind of put it in the headphones and roll with it. Corey's actually also in the backing, some harmonies and some screams back there. He did a really cool job.
So is there plans, I don't want to push you too fast here, is there plans for a music video for this one? You did knock out one for the other single.
I am actually working on a little thing here. So I'm actually doing it myself. I haven't really gone that way. I do a lot of photography, but I haven't really done anything video-wise. So I've been messing with some stuff, some visual interpretation, lyric videos, and I think that that's what I'm going to do for this one.
Now, I would have never thought to ask this question before I heard before I heard Monster and Heart of Stone, but would there be an acoustic version of Fail Me? It sounds like it could lend itself to it. It could be. I think that if I ever did anything acoustic with it, I might just have maybe an acoustic guitar and let Corelli work his piano magic with it. I think so that I've just been so stagnant musically for so long that I think that I'm definitely looking for more rock stuff to go. I'd like to do a full album, so we'll see. So I guess you don't get tired of this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you get tired of the Amy Lee comparisons, or do you take that as a good thing?
Oh, dear God. See, I knew you were going to do that. So, no, actually, it's an honor. It really is. There's a lot of similarities between the two of us. Obviously, she's much more famous than I'll ever be, but
hey, you never know.
There's a lot.
You never know.
There's a lot of similarities there. She's a goofball like I am. It's just she's really cool, and she's actually grown. I've seen her really blossom into this complete different musician these last couple years, so it's more of an honor than it is anything else, so that's cool.
When you have because you guys kind of have a similar sounding voice, I guess, to a non-musician, do you try to avoid ever covering their tunes just so people don't think you're...
I used to do karaoke a lot, and that's who I was known as. I was known as the Amy Lee chick. So, when we would do karaoke, it would be that would what I would go to. But it's so easy to sing her stuff for me because we are so similar, and I try to stay away from it, but I know that I could cover any one of her songs. Obviously, she's a crazy pianist, and I would never even, chart her on that territory because I can't play like that, but, I think it would be cool to, just vocally cover something of hers, So
I know you got a real relaxed pace as to how stuff's coming out, but just for folks that are wondering, what are the possibilities of a live show? Are you thinking of that at all? Or are you just going to wait for a little while and see until maybe your record comes out, or if you're going to do a record?
So things are so crazy right now. Like, I feel so bad for, like, the whole industry, I guess, with, you know, the virus and everything. I just feel like nobody's going to come out of this rut the same. You know, if anything live ever comes about, it would probably be maybe a conjoined thing with my husband if he decides to take Carbon Stone live, which he's talked about as well. I'm just not in the business of kind of mingling with musicians and learning people all over again and having to go through that. I spent such a long time getting the people that I had in the perfect, you know, group setting of what I needed it to be in order to, you know, successfully do live shows. And it was just such a devastating, you know, thing for me that I'm just really not really looking forward to doing something like that again. But if, you know, say Corey and Neely learned my songs and wanted to do a few live, that would definitely be an option.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on you for sure. A couple of good tunes to check out, man. Check out Heart of Stone. Check out the one we're featuring tonight, Fail Me. And we're also going to play that cover of Monster tonight because that's a really cool cover tune as well.
Yay!
So
I would love for Brent to hear that, like, and know that he really heard it.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I only know Zach a little bit, so you never know. We'll see.
That would be nice, just to say, hey, this sounds really cool, and just say, okay, that's awesome, thank you.
Zach I don't know if he would know my face, but he probably would remember that when we did our Golden Horns Awards, that when his acoustic album was nominated, they crashed our website because so many people voted for it, because once Zach put it up on his page, it was all over, so...
I'm sure. That's great.
But anyway, hey, it's been a good time talking to you. Chrystal James, go check her out on Facebook. And where the tunes, the two tunes, not the cover tune, but the other two are available on iTunes, I believe, correct?
Yes, they are. Actually, all of them are on iTunes now. They're actually on Spotify, Amazon Music. They're all over the place.
Well, Chrystal, hey, good talking to you again, and thanks so much for being here on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you.